Just be careful, it's very flimsy. Eh?
Could just give them a little bit of a headroom. There we go. Maybe we should boost it here.
Leave it like that. Don't put it on 48.
Oh.
Yeah. But that's not the problem.
Are we live?
Yeah, we live, yeah.
Yeah.
Please check. Please keep checking the network if it's fine.
Yeah, so far it's...
Yeah, so far it's good.
Just put it on the charger, Shaz. I don't know why I'm asking a simple instruction to ignore it.
No, like right now it's on 100%.
Please, but your issue is that it's going to get too low.
Yeah,
So
but what
put it
I'm
on the
saying,
charger.
is this, it must run dry because I just took from the charger right now when I left home. When I came here, it was off.
So then what was the issue with this yesterday?
Look, what I'm saying is this, it must always run dry. It cannot be charged when it's already on 90%. It must run dry. I'll put it on the charger later. It will overheat.
Maybe this is a special phone because it seems to function.
It's not a special phone. The phone is always streaming, Maria. You don't understand. The phone is not meant to be running like that all the time.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're
Half a minute.
when you put it on the charger, you won't lose battery.
It's not about losing the battery. It's about running dry. That's what you don't understand. I'll put it on the charger later. Right now it's on 100%. Look, it's 98%. How can I put it on the charger when it's on 98%? That's what you don't understand. Jesus.
Just go monitor and see what the sound is like.
Yeah, I'll listen from my phone outside.
Listen from the phone outside. Yeah. Take this phone.
No.
Yes, indeed. Let's get to the real thing. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Mix live on Informanté Radio. A beautiful Tuesday morning. Mary in the studio. Morning. It's been a while. I haven't seen you since last week, Friday.
Just say last week and it sounds even more dramatic.
So how was the weekend?
You know what? I know all weekend should be busy, but this last one was particularly busy.
Oh,
I didn't live it all.
lucky you. Lucky you. I had to do laundry this weekend, so at least I was keeping busy.
At least.
So I'm not going to complain.
At least.
Right? Day 32 of the lockdown. How you coping? Some people are starting to really break down, especially psychologically. What do they call it? Cabin fever.
Let me tell you, things are, relationships are getting tested.
Yeah.
Parenthood is getting tested. Dynamics, even work-related matters.
Yeah.
Colleagues and the dynamics. Just
Q.
any relationship,
Q.
whether it's family, whether it's.
Hmm? Come again.
It's picking up you guys from the phone.
It's picking up the audio from the phone.
Yeah, let's try it.
On my yesterday we had like a horrible network connectivity and it was watching it out. So yeah, we're gonna try and fix that for you guys. But we say of COVID-19 reported in Namibia. I think we reported one new recovery, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
We're doing pretty well. It's increasingly likely that we might be open by little come next week.
That's the plan.
But it's time for us to get back.
Some semblance is the right word. I
Yeah.
think we're not going to open up anything
Yeah.
right now. Let's be clear. Even if we did, our neighboring countries, I don't think, because they are reporting more cases by the day.
South Africa is
more
almost like
deaths.
200 every day now.
Exactly. So nobody's really opening up borders. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But when we say like some semblance of normalcy, we're talking obviously about allowing staff that need to go to work,
to go
work,
to work, yeah.
and just a
Allo-
little bit
allowing
of that normalcy.
Some
you
economic
know.
activity to,
Yes.
just to get
Just to revive
yeah.
a little bit and to I know allow us to kind of start making money. If
Yes,
that's
please.
a word. As far as we can,
Yeah.
anyway.
The sad part is for us, we are some of us, our sort of side hustles are based on people gathering, and that's where we sort of come and we take what we can. But in any case, that is not going to be, even if we do sort of end the lockdown, it's not going to be happening for quite some time to come. I don't think we will be allowed to gather in large groups, maybe until later in the year.
And I think even more said than that is that people have to relook at their price modules.
Yeah.
Because if you're charging what you used to charge before, I have news for you.
There's not going to be money to pay you.
Yes, there's not going to
It's
be
not.
any money to pay you. So everybody has to relook at their price lists to lower their prices. That effectively also means hopefully like getting more gigs so that you can make up the difference. But then also gigs will be
Where like
that will be in short supply. So
when they're there, people don't really want to pay. It's like, I can only give you this much, or we can only give you this much. It's gonna be difficult for quite some time to come, right? But this I sort of feel like this monumental events in like human history, they shape the course that we take, right? I know when people speak of evolution, you generally think of turning from monkeys into the men we are today. But we have evolved in many other ways. We have evolved socially. We have evolved emotionally as a species as well. I think this is just one of those things where we're just going to have to change the way we do things, basically. So it's how do you say, survival of the fittest?
yeah.
So if you can't adapt, then you will be left behind.
Yeah, but the question is how far can we adapt?
I mean, you have to sort of learn to adapt to the changing circumstances. I mean, like imagine for artists, right? For this performing artist, you are used to making your business, by drawing crowds, pulling crowds together. That's how you make your money. But now that is not allowed. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to completely go out of business. You can just sit and rethink maybe your business model a little bit. Like you're saying, rethink your pricing as well. In order to survive, because like we are all going to have to make those changes, those shifts one way or the other. Otherwise, I mean, you're going to be stuck trying to do something that you can't do anymore, and you're going to sit there and you're going to fall behind, basically. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, come on, check up the comments. I find
Let's see what the people are saying about the sound.
because yesterday we hardly got to speak to you guys. Even the picture is so clear this morning. Wow. Benito Natibi, good morning, guys. I hope you all are dope. Yosafat Tatiki Ipinge. Good morning, reporters. I love you all. We love you too. Kanjego, a regular here, saying morning crew. Morning, brother, from Georges Mekulu. Okay, Jojo Medicine. Sound is too low. Too low. Maybe you increase the volume there, because here it seems fine. Is that Cubase from Josie Motinga? Where is he? This new look of Facebook is really confusing me. I can't deal, guys. This is too much for lockdown period. They should have waited until after lockdown to start changing their interface. But anyway, Franz van Beek, good morning, watching from Pioneer Spark. Increase the sound, increase the volume. The volume is high here by me, guys.
Was it not before it was increased?
And I don't know why you're trying to call me, because I can't answer you. What am I supposed to do now? Pick up my phone and tell the people who are watching to wait? Or what is your thinking here? Vasons, good morning. Watching from Windhoek, Matthew Ashipala Amunime. Now is so your mic. What? What's up with the issue? The guys are working on it. If you still can't hear, then you can let us know, and then we'll see if there's something else that can be done. But I think it should be fine by now. So let me just skip past all this volume. Just a small volume will do. Good morning, man. What is it with the head? We all have COVID beard and hairstyles. No, I'm starting to go bold, guys. That's what I'm trying to hide. I'm getting a landing strip on the top of my head, like Neville Basson. So yeah. On Cubase's voice, can I see how he looks? But I'm done here every morning. Yo.
Child, I think they can't see you because of your cap.
Oh no, they see me all the time. You can watch the videos from last week.
Anyway, Don J says audio is mwah. Now welcome back, Shans.
Yes. Nice show, but sound is an everyday struggle with you guys. Please bring in some experts. We have people who know what they're doing, but you know, when you're working with equipment, sometimes anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Anyway, Shebio, should I say bless you?
No, I'm just like coronavirus.
Yeah. When you cough or you sneeze, people don't say bless you, and you're like, hey, can't bear so with your coronavirus. Morning from Ruakana, from Vanessa. I'm not even going to attempt to say your surname, B. Now it is fine, guys. Thank you, Cubase. It's not me. I've been sitting here the whole time. Thanks to the team, to the backroom team who are working on these things. Josephine Jaconia, how many recovered from COVID-19 again? How many?
8. 8 active, 8 recoveries.
8 recoveries.
0 deaths.
And the Romanian couple. It's way. Now I don't know how you look. You don't know how I look for this morning. But then if you have a crush on my voice, most not me, and I'm sure the volume is fine now, so you can hear most of.
Oh, Kibesi Maki Cherry's mal. Who's that means?
You know you're the main attraction. You're the star attraction
please.
here. When you're in the studio, nobody even looks at us.
Somebody's looking at you today.
I thank you. I'll take that as a compliment, though. But let us know, guys. How have you been coping? It's been 32 days that most of you have, for all intents and purposes, been locked up in your houses. I mean, those of you that are living in your dream homes are probably fine, but some of you are living in rental spaces, which may or may not be enough for your the space that you require around you. Mm-hmm. And now you've been stuck in there for like over a month. 1 week to go, but of course this could get extended. There is the possibility that it could. There's a possibility that we open up also little by little. But so yeah, let us know, man. How have you guys been coping? It's normally just us giving you opinions. You guys don't want to share opinions also. We also want to hear from you.
Sorry, what is Kanjengo? Kanjengo Z man. You see his comment?
Yeah. Now when you cough or sneeze, people are running away. No more blessings. I even start apologizing, especially if I'm around people. Sorry guys, sorry. Because people start looking at you funny, bruh. Oh man, morning from Okanja in Dongo, Ndangwena, Selma, and morning watching from Lutheritz, Freshiana, Deulita, Fanny Bucht. Okay. How's the photography business? How do you think you can, if things don't change, how do you think you can sort of change your business model? I'm just wondering.
I think people that generally photograph newborns or generally photograph pregnancy maternity shoots, and those that generally photograph like birthday occasion, like those type of events, they will still continue to make money because that doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And when I say that doesn't stop, is even if you're not having a big party, I think you're not.
You can still have that one-on-one shoot with the
even if you're not going to have in fact, if you're not going to have a maternity, what is it? This party? What is it? Baby shower?
Baby shower.
If you're not going to have a baby shower, then for sure you're going to want at least a maternity shoot.
Yeah.
So those people that are in that field will, and I see actually, I know a few that are, they're still actually posting on a daily basis because
their business isn't stopped.
The business hasn't stopped. People are still falling pregnant.
People are falling pregnant.
Exactly. But for people like myself that are more into fashion photography, yes, there's definitely been a stoppage, because even the designers, I mean, first of all, those type of occasions you get dressed up.
Yeah.
Or even the designers make something for, even if it's a shoot or an occasion, but there are no occasions. So you're not getting dressed up to attend anything.
All dressed up with nowhere to go.
Exactly. So the designers themselves are not really making money. And if the designers are not making money, then the fashion photographers are not
going to make money.
Not gonna make money. But yeah.
Like you think you're gonna maybe. I'm trying to figure out. So how else do you do it? So you get people to dress up and come sit and.
No, I think now is the time to broaden our skill base. Like, if you're a photographer, you can try out baby photography as well now, or maternity photography. Especially with maternity, it's easier, especially if you're in fashion already, because you just make your maternity shoots a little bit more fashionable instead of your everyday. So there's ways around it, but it also requires you to remain present and continue sharing your work, because people will forget you.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm actually like in that area, to be honest. It's not that I don't have new content to post. It's almost just I have neglected the creative business side of things. And that actually needs to end, because I do enjoy what I do, and I would like to share more of my work.
And this is actually the best time to be, promoting stuff on social.
Exactly, because people are at home.
Yeah, everybody's at home on social media, because there's really nothing else to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So but in fact, I'm gonna make a mental note to change that starting today. It's just I think I also have just too much on my plate at the moment. But I'm gonna make a mental note to change that. So there's like I said, there's ways around this. This is a time to learn new things, to try out new things. You might actually find that you're better at other things that you didn't even think yourself capable of doing a month ago. So there's always a blessing, I think, in moments like this.
Yep. You need to sort of step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
If you want to grow anyway, that's what you need to do on a daily basis. Growth and comfort cannot coexist.
Exactly.
Anthony Williams, Augap Senior, Bile, I'm saying good morning, Cubase. Moro Omes. Simon Nestor, morning, watching from Balfus. There's a long one here. Let me get all of it. From Pino Conrad Shanyengange, Luderitz. Sommer alles ingesit, jong. Sommer the name.
So it seems people are happy with now. They're talking about things. Sound technicians keep up the good work.
Sound is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Morning. Is there a possibility of us getting information from the Ministry of Finance, giving us more insight with regards to the extension on submission of returns, waiver of penalties and interest on late submissions, etc., and any other finance-related issues, maybe grants for people who earn above 50,000, want dit gaan rof, jong. I think you are referring to tax returns. When are the tax returns supposed to be in anyway?
Well, the financial year ends in March.
So we're supposed to hand our stuff in March?
No. You still have, I think, until July. But let's be clear. I don't think that's a priority right now. I think government will make adjustments.
I don't think they will penalize you for not giving your tax returns or whatever it is on time, especially now with what we are dealing with at the moment as a nation. But it is always a conversation that we could try and have with the Ministry of Finance for you guys. So we're going to try and set it up for for next week, basically. This week. Good morning from Jonah Shipanga.
There is also 2 questions relating to what's the latest on the Kanji case and what's the latest on the Fabian case.
Yes,
the Kanji case, the councillor that reportedly or allegedly assaulted a woman, he was granted bail in the amount of 3,000.
Okay, so he, well, is the guy who allegedly threatened the lady with a gun or something?
He threatened her with a gun and he assaulted her,
oh,
allegedly. But there's a video of her with So I don't know how far I can say allegedly when it's
Allegedly has a blue face.
we know that Kanji's past has been violent.
Mm.
He's not new to this type of.
And so he's basically a repeat offender.
Yeah, he's he's a repeat offender. There's been lots of
Yeah.
incidences of particularly assault with him. So he seems to have a very short fuse and a
Yeah.
mean streak. That's why if you tell me, where I see his name and the word abuse next to it,
You're like, yep.
like I'm like, yep,
Yeah.
again. Yeah, but I don't know how. For me, it's perplexing that I think then Informanté had a very comprehensive story. Some of his stuff I think dates back to as far as 2014, 2015. But my thing is how we still have leaders, and this is a councillor by the of Katutura Central.
Mm.
When we have leaders that, for some reason or another, just continue life as normal, with all this type of claims hanging, that there's absolutely nothing exemplary about being abusive.
And this is somebody who has been abusive in the past, but somehow they still keep retaining that position.
Yes. And a lot of people like to talk about how, you're ruining a man's reputation. No, reputations don't get ruined. Life continues as normal for some of these people.
If anything, he ruined her face.
Yes.
His reputation is still intact.
Exactly, and everything else that comes with it.
And why does this repeat offenders keep getting bail though? Is it because they're in a position of power? 'Cause I feel if you get sort of arrested for the same crime more than once, I don't think you should be granted bail.
I agree, but also sometimes it's also just it's where the state prosecutors fall short because they don't make those facts known. And I guess also a lot of times it's also if you're not objecting to bail as a state prosecutor.
Yeah.
But also it also tells you your value system. Sometimes a lot of people say, he just beat her, he just punched her. Like nothing major, right? She'll recover. So why shouldn't he be given bail? But this is somebody that could potentially do it again, and we know that he carries a gun. And then we know there's also another case that was lodged against him when he apparently damaged somebody's car and he took out a gun and threatened the person. And when the owner of the car said, "What are you doing to my car?" So we know there's a trigger. I don't want to say trigger happy because he hasn't fired it.
He's got a violent
streak and he's got a gun. I'm usually very scared of people like that. Nothing does. If something were to happen and somebody gets seriously injured or even worse dies because of that, we will look back and say,
but the red flags were all there.
Yeah, but it's true. Wasn't this guy? No, we've been knowing. We just ignore the signs. So okay, but that's the latest on his case. He was granted bail in the amount of 3,000. With the Fabian case, he will find out next week if he will be granted bail or not. We know he had a 3-day bail hearing in which they called in a lot of people, social workers, investigators, everybody. But that we will only find out next week.
Fabian's case is also a tricky one. Once it gets to trial, I'm really curious to see how the courts are going to handle this one.
Yeah. I'm also very curious to see how it will go. Yeah.
All right. Only yesterday I learned that the single quarters are actually called Oshetu Open Market.
You and I both.
I'm learning from you now.
Yeah, I found out yesterday as well. I think one of the dailies reported they were cleaning up and the health minister had gone there. And that's when I also found out it's called Oshetu.
Jojo Madsen, this quarantine has lots of disadvantages and advantages. For some people, it's hard in a sense of financial ways and frustrating too. But also, we are learning a lot about ourselves, all right? And we are spending more time with our kids and family members. That should be a good thing for most people anyway. The situation becoming tough on our side, so we do not drive anywhere. Our friends call us to go. because no more money to buy petrol anyhow. We're fixing 10 cents now to go buy bread. It's so hard. It's such a hard situation, I guess. I hope no more extension on COVID-19 lockdown. That's Kanjeko Zedman. Mutatio Carstens, I tried the maternity photography. I couldn't take my eyes off her and ended up being fired by the husband.
Okay, then definitely not for you. Let's not sexualize our clients, please.
Man. Okay. Thomas Nekongo, morning, guys. Maria, don't you take passport photos, I know. Desperate times. Hey, that's one side of the business.
Thank you for the thank you for the suggestion. I might have to start doing that. Or those zoo park photographies.
Yeah.
Take it and print it
and
immediately.
Print it there and give you a photo. John Shombe, take Amukwelela out and put all the charges to Kanji. Okay, those are two different things. Okay, Kanji was a former boxer back in the days. Yes, I understood something like that as well.
Yeah, I'm learning.
But that doesn't mean he has to go. Harry Simon was a boxer back in the day.
No, I think he's saying like that's maybe the violence trick might come from there. But boxers are actually supposed to be. They're supposed to be, like, let me be very clear, are supposed to be more disciplined, because boxing is actually a disciplined sport.
Yeah.
But we actually see our boxers, rarely ever are they. We have in fact our own boxers in this country that have been accused of
their own issues, that have their own issues with violence. But that is dangerous. Somebody with a violent streak with a gun in a position of power, and who has shown that they are not afraid to pull it out even in public spaces to threaten people.
Yeah, I think that's a very serious thing, because when you fire a gun, you don't know who you're going to shoot.
That is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah. No.
Corona is also affecting the networks now. But today we're actually fine. Speaker of the correctional service. Don Jay, that's a good script here. Rewrite that comment, please. Of their correctional services, what have you learned that is new? I'm not sure I follow. Estomi, he's saying, I'm doing fine during the lockdown, going for walks when I can, ready for the country to open. Daycare and fourth grade are back at school, 1st to 4th grade. So things are happening slowly. How are you two coping with the lockdown? Okay, it's like I was telling you, my kids' school, they created this WhatsApp group, right? Now they've got one for each class. My God, that is an chaos with that hand. And sometimes you come there are like 60 messages, and so the sort of the instructions from the teachers gets lost in all this chaos, because the parents are asking this and they're trying to add this and that and this and that.
We've always had a WhatsApp group, so we're a little bit more accustomed to the decorum, But one thing that particularly irritates me is, for example, if something is posted, like let's say just a guideline for the week, like for homework with deadlines, then you have parents, thank you, the next one, thank you, the third one, thank you. I'm like, it's fine. I mean, we're all thankful. But if everybody has
to say thank you, imagine getting that notification over and over again on your phone.
And then you're losing the message itself. So I mean, those are the things that I guess people will figure out as time goes by. But it's been good for the most part. Yeah,
or they come ask a question that was already answered. Like I was suggesting, actually, they should, especially in the sort of subject groups, because they've got like a group for the grade, and they've got one for the class, and then they've got a group for each class, like English, mathematics, so on. I was thinking maybe in the subjects especially, they should not allow the teachers, either the parents, to post. Then they send only instructions and the homework and stuff, because like it happened a lot, right, where you come and there were some instructions, maybe some homework that was also posted, but then there's so much going on and you're trying to scroll through all of it and you miss some of the important stuff.
I know, but imagine if it's not interactive. Imagine what that teacher is gonna...
No, they can interact in the other group.
But
Because there's a grade, right? The group for the grade for the class, for instance, where all the teachers are and all the parents are. And then you are also in a group of the subjects that your kids are taking.
Oh, that's crazy. We don't do that. We have one group,
Imagine.
and all the teachers, whatever homework they communicated with the class teacher,
Yeah.
who then posts it
To
on
you guys.
to us.
Yeah.
The only other group we have are the languages. So, for example, my kids have French this year. So then my communication with the French teacher is separate because some kids have French, some have Afrikaans,
Yeah.
and some have German. So the communication will become that information is not for all parents. The French information is not for all parents. The Afrikaans information not for all parents. So, but otherwise, if it's maths or it's English, anything that needs to be communicated, it's communicated with the class teacher who then puts it on the group for the parents. But in any event, we actually are working online.
Online, yes.
We're not using our
Like
WhatsApp. It's just for
WhatsApp, yeah.
communication.
And it's overwhelming because, like, how many groups? I think I'm in 6 groups, and I haven't even joined all the subjects yet because some of the subjects haven't created their
Imagine,
groups
and then you
yet.
have 2 kids, and then it's 6 subjects, 8 subjects each plus times 2, then it's like
Exactly.
16.
And you come there and there's 30 messages
And then
in
you're
this one, 40
confused,
in
and you
that
have
one.
to. Oh yeah, no, that's a bit much.
It's like it's a lot of the messages getting lost in translation.
And then some parents have like 3 kids or 4 kids.
Yeah. And some of us are still working. Some people maybe at home so they can go through the messages
And
as
then
they
you
come
also
in.
have your own groups at work.
Yes, exactly. Work also has its groups. By the time I get home,
Just overwhelmed.
I also don't want to give the kids the phone so they can just be sitting with it the whole time. I would rather be there because some parents are posting answers in the group when you're not supposed to. Homework is given, they somehow feel huta in and then post it in the group. But like now everybody else is coming to come.
The worst ones are those ones on on a Sunday or something. Those forwarded.
Yeah. There was no rest. Even Sunday, there was no rest. I saw some of the parents were complaining. It's like, can we please start again on Monday? Why school on a Sunday, please? That is the situation we're in right now. Everybody's trying to somehow survive and just get through it. Kanji must leave politics and go back to boxing. I'm not sure the boxing fraternity also wants him. Panduleni Abraham, good morning, guys. Please tell your co-presenter to call me, please. Now, who are you talking to and which co-presenter are you talking about?
Belly, man.
No, maybe he's talking about you to call him, or you telling Maria to tell me to call you. What is the situation here? Apparently, Kanji was just a fighter, not a boxer. Now, Maria, there's a big difference between sexualizing and admiring the beauty of the work I'm doing. Mutatio. Then why did the husband
I was
fire
just
you?
about to say.
Knuckles saying Mora Cube is Mora Mebru. Jojo, here in Denmark, it's the same. We opened a few things and some daycare, so it helps a little. I have a strong feeling that we will miss this quarantine time when it's over. I also kind of feel that some people it's sort of a whiplash effect. When it's over, you will also have no idea how to get back into the groove of things.
Yeah.
So maybe you should start little by little, just getting yourself accustomed to getting back to work. Anyway, Fabiana's Naripa, morning guys, Mutatio, guys, you are thinking about yourselves. Imagine what the teachers have to deal with. Eish. Yeah, I understand. That's why I was not, in the groups trying to wreak havoc. That's why I was... I did speak to a couple of the teachers, but not in the group where I messaged them directly and, just try and figure out another way to sort of streamline and make it easier for everybody involved. But I hear you, Mtachu. I can understand the teachers are also probably overwhelmed by all those things. You tell the parents now, don't do this, and then one comes to come do it. And then you have to give that instruction again, and then another one comes to come ask questions, and then there are 40 who are saying thank you, and then these 2 are saying this and that. I understand. But anyway, our last comment for this morning. Morning Informanté, I'm assuming. I'm enjoying the show a lot. Keep it up. That's Hannes Edison Kavanap.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Hannes. 9:06. You want to keep it going? I'm actually a bit hungry.
Yo. There was something else that, let me just see if we've posted it before I go into it. I saw we had a story that came in yesterday that it seems Knowledge Kati has given the people of Combat a 2-month rental payment holiday. So for the month of April and May.
Oh yeah, I saw the comment, but I didn't. It just said knowledge. It didn't say Knowledge Kati, and in my head somehow I was thinking newly elected councillor there in Walfish Bay, Knowledge.
Oh, Ipinge.
Ipinge, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's Knowledge Kati and Combat.
Yes.
Okay. That's
So
pretty cool.
yeah, that's really cool, and I
Yeah.
thought that's cool, and it would be nice if others can follow suit. But yeah, I thought that was a very, very nice thing.
Because the mistake that everybody is making is, everybody thinks once lockdown is over, the financial strain is going to be, it's going to basically be lifted. But this financial hardships that most people are finding themselves in now are going to worsen. It's something that's going to be here for at least a couple of months more, even if we do open up or if we do end the lockdown by the end of this week like we are supposed to. So those rent holidays, debt holidays, it's a conversation. But who is really supposed to be having that conversation with us first? The banks?
Yes, the banks are supposed to have these conversations, but the banks, look, the banks are not trying to have those conversations because obviously they're still trying to get their money. But like I said, I mean, it's just about extending it. It's not so much about if a person is paying, it has 24 months left, extend it to 26 months and give them the 2-month break. So you'll still get your money, you just delay.
Yeah, what do they call it? Deferred payments. All the money anyway is going to end up with you guys one way or the other.
Yes, you're going to get your money one way or the other.
So, come on, Magna.
Magna, man. We can't keep saying the same thing in studio every day, my yellow waronsi.
Yeah. Benito Natibi, I foresee the world making this epidemic and commemorating it as a Corona Day or Quarantine Day in the future.
There'll even be babies named Corona.
Yep. Maybe just a day to stay isolated and reflect on yourself. That's interesting. Panduleni Abraham saying, I mean the lady to call me. I'm catching feelings with her, please. There's a bus outside full of people, and each one of them has got a bus full of feelings. Join the queue.
Yo.
Timo Galongo, good morning, Cubase. Thank you for sharing the info with the nation. Well done. Thank you. It's a team effort. Single quarter is much better. That's Walter Nanus. What was the other name? Oshetu. Oshetu Open Market, yes. That just sounds like somewhere far deeper.
Oshetu. Oyetu is ours. Oshetu, it belongs to us.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess the name was.
And then there's fish rot here with a bunch of fishes swimming by.
Yeah, no?
I don't know. Don't worry, we're going to get to them. They're on ice right now.
No, actually, I think Sisa Namanje's affidavit is out. I know it's making the rounds. A lot of people. It's like a 50+ page affidavit in which he goes into details.
Oh, yes.
A lot of people are kind of. But I think there's so much to unpack there that we can leave it for another day.
The money was for the t-shirts. Estomik Schmestad, good luck with the homeschool. It sounds overwhelming. I fired myself from being a home teacher. I think I'm also going to fire. Ooh, somebody taking shots at Maria. Mtunzi Mayiza. Maria, did you know about the fish rot while dating James?
How did I know about?
The fish was there even fish rot then?
There wasn't fish rot there.
Yeah.
But also, if you're asking me if I knew that what he was doing, of course I didn't. You know. That's why I'm not implicated, my guy.
Komsuk story is so. In any case, guys, that is our show for this morning.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit hungry, man. I want to go eat. I think we have figured out a way to work around that poor network connectivity. And of course, you can see also we are figuring out how to get the sound to be as close to perfect as possible every morning.
Yeah. So I think just so that we can kind of put your minds at ease, moving forward, I think we have a solution, I think, now.
Yeah.
So it's fair to say probably the sound issues and the network issues are a thing of the past.
All right. You enjoy the rest of the day, and don't forget you can catch the update from the COVID-19 Information Center on Informanté's Facebook page at around 10. That's when they go live. And I think later again during the day. And of course, there are other stories that we are also posting up, keeping you up to date with everything else happening around this beautiful country of ours.
Yes.
Stay home, stay safe, and we'll be back tomorrow.
Ciao.
Ciao.
The Morning Mix.
Aye.